Hello and welcome to Couple Cakes. I'm Oren and today I'm going to be showing you my 3DS game collection. I've been collecting for about a year now, I think, and in that time I pretty much tried to stock up on as many games that I wanted as possible, making sure that I got them pretty cheap when I could. I'm pretty happy with my collection. There's still a few games that I haven't gotten yet, just because they're on the kind of pricey side of things. But yeah, without further ado, I think I'll start with one of my favorite games I've played so far, Pokemon Moon. I got the nice Steelbook edition, which is kind of like rusty, I think, in some areas, but it's fine. I really enjoyed it. I think the last Pokemon game I played before that was Emerald, which was quite a while ago. But this was a nice kind of change up. It was really nice to play something on like a new system. And then next Pokemon game is Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I also have, I also bought Omega Ruby for Alina to play so that we could play it together and kind of go through the game together. Haven't got around to playing it yet because the 2DS that I got her is faulty, so we're getting it fixed and hopefully we'll be able to start after that. Also, I should probably mention that a lot of the games I haven't played yet, due to not having enough time, but I'll get around to playing every game, I'm sure, or at least trying them out. One of those games being Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. I've never played a Fire Emblem game before, but I really wanted to, so I figured I'd get the kind of cheapest, most accessible version, or readily available, I should say. I have heard this is tougher than Birthright, but I'm okay with that. I don't want my first venture into a series to be too easy, because then I'll probably struggle with the rest of it. Another game I haven't played yet is Bravely Default. Although it looks amazing, it looks super cool. I need to get a better angle for showing these off. It looks amazing. The graphics look super cute and also really kind of nicely painted and stuff on the cover. I'm not sure what that kind of texture is, but it's interesting. I also have it like in a kind of case as well. It's just how it arrived. And then the sequel for that is Bravely Second End Layer. Of course, I haven't played this either, but I figured I'd pick it up because I got it for cheap. Next game, also have not played this, is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Even though I've only played maybe 2 hours of the first Shantae game, and didn't really enjoy it because it's very difficult, I'm still really interested in the Shantae series, and I have, I think, 3 out of 4 of the games. I think the second game is the only one I don't have so far. And of course I only have this one and the half blood genie one. Half genie hero are the only ones I have physical, because the other two are really expensive, especially the Game Boy Color one, which is extremely rare. One game that I have played a lot is Mario Kart 7. I played this so much with Alina. It's really fun. She says that I cheat, which I don't. I'm just better at the game than her. Just accept that, okay? The online function is super fun. I think it's the only game I've actually managed to play multiplayer with her on. So yeah, I've put a lot of hours into this, just trying to get all the unlockables and tried to get 3 stars on each course, which is very difficult, especially when you finish them and then more courses unlock. It's kind of torturous. I think this is the first game I played on 3DS, which being Super Mario 3D Land. I enjoyed it. It's the first kind of 3D Mario I've played. It was decent. The only thing about Mario games is there's no kind of visual thematic consistency. It's just kind of all over the place, which is why I've never really found it that interesting. Like you look at Super Mario 64 and it just looks like a complete mess of just whatever shapes and colors they could find lying around. But then there's games like Super Mario Galaxy and stuff that actually make a decent attempt at thematic visual consistency. I don't even know if that's a phrase, but yeah. Next game is New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS. Haven't played this yet. Only recently picked it up, but got it for super cheap, so I was happy. I'm not enticed by all the coins. I've never been into collecting coins in a Mario game, so I probably won't go for the million coins thing, which is what they advertised. Next up, I think it's the last kind of Mario themed one I have, is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Of course, I haven't played this because it's still sealed, but I got a good deal on it, so I wanted to pick it up. And it also looks pretty cute. I've seen one of my favorite YouTubers who hasn't been making videos recently play it, and really enjoyed what I saw, so I figured I'd pick it up. They played it on Wii U though, so hopefully there's not much of a difference between the Wii U version and the 3DS version. Next up, also a recent pickup, is Animal Crossing New Leaf. Also, never played an Animal Crossing game, but I figured I'd try it out. Looks nice and relaxing. Looks like the perfect kind of game that you want to play after coming home after a long day, which is what happens a lot of the time these days, because I'm in college and I'm very busy. Just move these aside a bit so I have more space. The game I am currently playing and loving is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. I only recently started playing Zelda games, the first of which I will show off in a second when I get to it. Really enjoying this. I think I'm 2 or 3 dungeons down after the time skip, so I think that's maybe like halfway through the game. So it's going well, really enjoying it. Just kind of put it there, maybe. Yeah, this is a super awkward setup, by the way, because I have to freaking reach over my camera and try not to knock it and stuff. Then I think I guess it's a sequel to Ocarina of Time, and that is Majora's Mask. I'm kind of more excited to play this than I am to actually play Ocarina of Time, just because this is more kind of visually appealing to me, because it's darker and I love dark stuff. And also Majora's Mask is freaking beautiful. I love the design. The only problem with this copy is it's got a tear there, but it's fine. The game is still functional, I assume. The last Zelda game I have, I think it's like, yeah, I guess it's like the last proper Zelda game on 3DS, not including what's the one, Triforce Heroes. Didn't get that because I was planning on getting that to play with Alina, but discovered that you kind of need to have 3 people to play with. So until we find a friend, we won't be playing it. But the first Zelda game I ever played was Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, and I freaking loved this. I devoured it over the summer. I absolutely adored it, and it kind of got me into actually playing the Zelda series, because I've watched like lots of Zelda Let's Plays and stuff before, and like lore videos and stuff, but I never actually played the games. But I'm very glad I played Link Between Worlds because it was awesome. Now onto Metroid games. I have a couple. The first being not the main one that I would show off to start the series, but it's Metroid Prime Federation Force. Got this purely to play with Alina. Don't really have much interest in playing it otherwise. I would kind of try to read the back to see like what features it has, but it's in fucking French, so I can't. It looks like a fun time with multiplayer though, so hopefully once she gets her 2DS fixed, we can play it. I did buy like her a copy of each of the games that I got for us to play, like Mario Kart 7, Omega Ruby, of course, and Metroid Prime Federation Force, as well as a couple other games, of which I cannot remember what ones now. Oh Christ. Next game up is Metroid Samus Returns. Recently completed this, freaking loved it. It was amazing. The second Metroid game I've played, the first of which being Metroid Fusion. I have played actually a few hours of Zero Mission, but I was playing it on an emulator on my phone, and the kind of touchpad controls on the phone version did not translate well to the actual game, because you need to be precise with the movements and, you know, shooting and stuff, but you cannot do that with touch screen controls, because you can't hold down two of the buttons at the same time. You know, it's just a complete mess. Next up is Resident Evil Revelations. Haven't played this yet, but I'm looking forward to. I'm not sure if I got Lena a copy as well. I don't think so. But I might try it out first to see what it's like before maybe getting her a copy as well, because it looks good. Also want to get my hands on a copy of Revelations 2 on maybe PS4. Second last game I have is Spirit Camera, The Cursed Memoir. This is actually the first 3DS game I actually bought. Well before I actually owned a 3DS. I used Alina's little brother's 3DS to play this and did not enjoy it. It is a spin-off of the Fatal Frame games, which I love, but this is terrible because 2 seconds. You have to use this kind of booklet to it's got a lot of AR functionality, and you have to kind of scan these pages and things will come alive and come out of the pages and stuff. I remember this is like a game where you have to kind of track which faces' eyes go where, or like, I don't know. It's all very kind of not fun. It's more of a tech demo than an actual game. So I'm glad I didn't get it like full price. I got a good deal on it, I think. Still kind of happy to have it in my collection though, because I'm going for a full Fatal Frame collection, and I'm only minus 1 game now. I would count that as half of a game, to be honest. And then the last game I have is one of my favorite pickups, I think, because I managed to get it for only a $5, and that is the big box version of Kid Icarus Uprising. Somehow managed to snag this for only a $5 on eBay. It was just like a completely dead auction. I don't think anybody else was looking at it. It's got a bit of damage around here, of course, but it comes with all the things you need to actually play the game without hurting yourself. So I'm happy. I haven't played it yet. Just need to get through some other games before I try this. It's also huge and takes up way too much space on my collection shelf. And yeah, that is it. Actually, that's quite nice how they both ended up at the same height. Cool. Yeah, that's my 3DS collection so far as of February 2020. Looking to get more games. Maybe I might do an update in about a year or so, as well as maybe some DS and Game Boy games, which I have a few of, but not that many. I used to have more Game Boy games, but I sold 2 on eBay, and they both got lost in the post. I lost about €100 out of that. So, yeah, not sure if I can get many more, because goddamn Game Boy games are expensive these days. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like or subscribe. Tell me what games you think I should get to add to my collection. And what you thought of the games that are here. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. See ya.